Hello and welcome back to episode 6 of our 5-day game to claim the most train stations in Taiwan. Right now, it's the end of day 3, and boy, things are looking bad for Ben and Adam. Their plan for the last day and a half has been to break into our territory from the East Coast. That would give them access to all the challenges up here and all the lines connected to Taipei. Otherwise, they'll have to spend nearly an entire day backtracking through their own territory to get to more challenges or stations to claim. Mike and I have spent the past day building a wall to keep them out, and it's finally looking like it might pay off. Their last hope to get enough chips to break into our territory was at the challenge in Jiaoxi. Without these chips, they're gonna have to retreat. And we're just about to get word that they failed.
Oh, they failed! We knew it! We knew it! We said this was hard. Oh. I want to know how many they bet. If they knew they needed 5, then they would have
just bet 5.
Should have done 5.
That's really bad, dude.
That is not good. That is not good news.
Okay, so they failed, so they're gonna have to turn south. Well, let's see what generates, actually. That could influence things.
That sucks, Ben.
It's not good. We gotta
really
generate a
quite
new
bad.
challenge.
Okay, it's 90 chips. It's a place that we could have gone if we had bet 5.
Right up in their wall.
Up by a...
Oh, wait.
Where's that?
Wait, that could...
Oh.
They might be able to get to that. They might be able to retreat and get to that with the 50.
But so if they can make it to that, they might also stop here, collect even more, and keep going to type.
Let me do some math really quickly. Okay, 1, 2, where do you transfer? They would transfer in Roifeng.
Yeah.
Between Roifeng and here, it's 1, 2 stops.
Right.
Between there and there, it's 1, 2 stops. But they could theoretically get off and walk. I think we need to clear this.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because if they're able to get there,
then they
win
can
that, come here. Yeah, okay, envelope.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our next challenge.
Get your shi flowing at a river. In this challenge, you will attempt to meditate serenely by the river as you sense the passage of time. Choose an amount of time that you'd like to meditate. More time gets you more chips. Then, one team member must attempt to meditate for exactly that long, stopping the clock when they think they've reached the end of their timer. If they are more than a minute off, this challenge is failed and you earn nothing. Otherwise, you earn 5 chips per minute meditated. You may not practice.
Okay, I think it's your turn to perform.
Sure.
What are you comfortable to get accurate?
I don't even want to get close to risking it, right?
Right.
So we could
do 10 seconds.
We could do 10 seconds. Do we want to earn like a couple of coins? Because surely if we do like 3 minutes, we can get it. I think 3 would be safe, right?
Yeah.
Like, surely we can't up that bad.
Yeah, in between 2 minutes and 1 second.
2 minutes and 4 minutes.
And 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
So go for 3?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
You want to sit?
Let's find a less mosquito-y spot.
I was going to say, the worst part you're going to have are the mosquitoes.
Dude, if we had done 5, we could have gone and done this fucking challenge. Jesus Christ. This is the dumbest thing we've ever done, man.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
This is so bad on multiple different fronts.
Okay, well, let's start heading towards the station.
I can't believe we did that, man.
I mean, what a spot to meditate down by the river. I have the timer ready. 3 minutes.
Here's my strategy. I know my resting heart rate. I normally have a resting heart rate, in the 50s.
Okay, so you want to hit 150 beats.
Basically, yeah. I can tell it's still high. I might not be able to get it down. Too stressful.
Yeah, it's been tense all day.
Maybe I'll just count it normally. Look, I know this is exceedingly lame doing this for 3 minutes, but we explained our strategy. We must get this off the map.
Yeah, this is purely to complete it.
Ready?
Ready.
Go. $60. I feel like I'm fast. I'm gonna slow down. I think that's 2 minutes. Three, 2, 1, 3 minutes.
Not 3 minutes, but we're in the window.
I knew I was fast.
You were fast.
I knew it's a little embarrassing, but.
No, you did well. That's what we bid.
Okay.
With success, We're happy. How's your sheep feeling?
Great. Let me generate a new challenge, because that'll be important.
Okay, well, they succeeded at their challenge. Okay, there's a new challenge. Well, it's in Kaohsiung.
Okay, well, that makes that a little bit better.
It's only worth 40.
Yeah, well, look, it's something.
I feel like that's on the board. It's not worth a lot, and it's not near either of us at the moment, so it's fine.
I think this really ups the odds of them hopefully having to go all the way down. Okay, another thing where we have to decide some things quickly.
Do we go to it?
Considering it's like right here.
It's near.
So if we wanted to go there from Taipei tomorrow, we could get there at 9:27 a.m. If we wanted to go there from here tomorrow, it would actually take a little bit longer.
No way.
Because we're on a local train. Okay, so we definitely go to Taipei.
Okay, great.
And we can delay the decision of what we do about that new challenge.
See where they go. Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of the challenge that just popped up, the super valuable one, they are closer to it than we are, and we can't afford to get there anyway.
And even if we could, they would beat us there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, we can get back all the way back down to Kaohsiung. We'll just have to waste
Half a day,
half
man.
a day.
We'll waste half a day. Oh, what's going on here?
Something crazy is going on here. Let's get back to the station.
Okay, it's a train in 2 minutes
Going
to
to,
Yilan, which we at least want to go. We're basically, regardless, we want to go there because it's a hub.
I guess, no choice but to begin our journey
Oh my God.
way back
dude.
down our territory.
Okay. So we go to Taipei, and then the question is, what do we do next?
Let's get on a train and then we can chat about it.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a busy
packed.
one. It's a busy one. There's some room there. We made it on. Just barely made it on. All right. We should get off at Chic, I think, is the last station we can get to, and we're gonna drop 4 chips on all the stations that don't have 5s already.
Well,
Welcome to Yilan.
we have decided to end our day here in Yilan.
Look, Ben, I'm gonna be honest with you, things are bad.
We are in dire straits.
Things are bad. I know the scoreboard
Yeah.
makes it seem like things are good for us, but I would argue that the scoreboard is not fully reflective of the nature of the game.
Yeah. Look, they really got our asses today.
Yeah.
On like every front. They really outmaneuvered
And we
us.
biffed it in an enormous way with the Hot Springs Challenge. I mean, that was just like
A total misplay by us.
I think we've succeeded.
I think our walls worked.
I think our wall hopefully works. I think this means that for the foreseeable future, we can focus on accumulating stations and accumulating chips. And we can kind of ignore them for a while.
Yeah. We still have a lot to do to get in the lead with the stations.
Yeah, look, we're at like half their station count.
But I think the opportunity lies ahead of us.
They literally have more than twice our station count.
That's pretty amazing that they have double the stations as us, but we still feel this positive.
I think that we can have a very productive tomorrow. I don't think they can have nearly as productive a tomorrow.
They have a lot of backtracking to do.
All right. I think this will
Okay.
be our spot.
Well, Sam, what time is it?
It's 5:30.
5:30. That means it's the end
Time
of the
for
day.
sleep. We'll see you back here 7:30 a.m. tomorrow.
We'll see you.
Good night.
tomorrow morning. I think we can take another look at the map. But basically, our only choice is to go south.
We'll see what we can do.
All right. We'll see you in the morning.
Good night. Well, good morning.
And in fact, good morning. Ben, things continue to be pretty bad.
Well, they're exactly as bad as they were last night.
I will continue saying that we are in the lead.
We are. We've got most of the board.
But things are not so good in many ways. We simply cannot get to Taipei, Ben.
No.
All right, it's 7:30 a.m. and there's a train to Taipei Central up there. Oh, why is it a short train? Ah, damn it.
Well,
7:30 a.m.
It's 7:30.
We're so back, and we just missed that train.
Okay.
There's another train in 10 minutes to Taipei Central.
Perfect.
One thing that we didn't consider is they might be in a situation where it is so bad for them to have to head all the way down south that they intentionally go bust.
Hold on, I should explain what I'm talking about here. When we were writing the rules for this game, we had to include a provision to rescue teams that had completely run out of chips and had no way to move or get to another challenge. If a team has a balance of 0, they can move through their opponent's territory without stealing it, but they have to pay the margin directly to the other team for every station they pass through. That means that you end up with a negative balance, claim no stations, and the other team gets free chips without having to do anything. It's not a great option, and it's really only intended for emergencies. We're wondering if maybe Ben and Adam's situation is bad enough that they would deliberately spend chips until they hit 0 so that they could travel all the way to Taipei to get to these challenges up here. They would end up way in the red, and we could get nearly 100 chips for free, but it would mean that they don't have to go back to Kaohsiung. Let's see what they think.
Technically, there's a provision in the rules that if we go to a 0 balance, you can move, but you have to pay your opponent their margin, and that would be insanely punishing.
Yes. Technically, we could slam our faces into their wall until we died.
But I don't think that's really a legitimate option.
Going to Kaohsiung also sounds bad to me, but less bad.
Now, I will point out, and we're gonna say this really quietly so that they don't hear, that they could beat us to Kaohsiung and scoop those challenges that are there and leave us with nothing.
Yes.
Because they could take the high speed right on down to Kaohsiung and scoop our challenges, beating us easily. I mean, by several hours. So we really need for that to not happen.
We are at the back end of the game. We are running out of time.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of lines that go down the west coast.
Yeah.
We sort of have one of them.
Yeah.
And it could be good to go get the other one and progress further south than we've been.
The question is, if we go for that challenge in Taipei, it only takes us 15 minutes on the metro from Taipei Central. The downside is that it delays when we can start claiming a lot of stations.
Yeah, but what, by like 2 hours at most?
At most,
An hour?
Yeah. So I think we can go attempt the challenge, get that balance, and then start heading south, making some big claims.
Yeah.
Does that
I
make
agree.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
As we say in the train world, I'm on board. Too early for that?
We're about to be on board this train to Taipei Central.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's pretty slick.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Here we go, back with the packed Taiwan train.
I mean, morning train in Taipei Central makes sense. Oh, we might need it.
I'll go on. Just gotta make a little spot a bigger spot.
Yeah, I mean, going to Kaohsiung is our only option. I would say that the only question is if we should stop for the challenge in Guangfu.
Yes.
Now, the trouble with stopping for that challenge is it's very inefficient. Best case scenario, we lose an hour and we have 20 minutes to do the challenge.
Yes.
Which seems very unlikely that you could succeed at it. And if we were to fail, we would leave it on the board at a 50% bonus.
Either way, we got to get a move on.
We got to head south. There's a limited express.
We do need to get reservations on it. If it's sold out, then I don't know.
Yeah, okay, let's go get reservations. Shushu. Ben, are you ready to be on the train for 6 hours?
I mean, I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be. All right, Adam. Here's our train.
Well,
out.
Do we want to fortify anything along the way? We only have
38 chips. Look, my opinion is that, like, I think that we need to save chips so that we can have a decent balance later so that we can be actually flipping things.
Yeah.
I don't think that the difference between, like, an extra 20 chips on this area is going to protect it. I think it's just going to waste our chips.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. Honestly, because I think our best chance of keeping any of this is if they just don't bother with the haste.
Very nice shot. We made it to Shillin. We're just chilling and chilling.
There's a...
Chrysanthemum Festival, nice.
What do you know about chrysanthemums?
Well, I know they're a favorite of my mom's and a friend named Chris. And so these are chrysanthemums, I think.
Yeah, so I think we're getting to the festival.
Oh, beautiful.
Go here and pull the challenge.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Delighted to meet you.
Welcome to Chiang Kai-shek's residence. We have our challenge. Find the jet laggers at the Chrysanthemum Festival.
Find the jet laggers at the Chrysanthemum Festival. Welcome to the Shillin Residence Chrysanthemum Festival, Taipei's largest autumnal flower festival. Without colluding, one team member must go photograph 4 art pieces in the festival, each corresponding to one of the 4 competitors in Season 17. These photographs are then brought back to the other team member, who must correctly deduce which photo corresponds to which player. If they get any of the 4 wrong, the first team member must go back out and try again with 4 new photos. Art pieces cannot be reused after a failed attempt.
Look, there's so many little guys around.
There's little guys, there's a couple of little guys. There's also like deer, birds, and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, I love this. These are amazing. What role do you want to do?
I'm happy to do either.
I'm happy to do the photos.
Yeah.
I feel like I know them
gang?
well. Okay,
I mean, I'll let you take the camera, take some photos, work your magic.
cool. I already feel like I know who this guy is. I just can't mention. Just can't mention in front of him. Okay, I'm gonna go out.
Okay, well, we're still on the train.
I mean, we're going to still be on the train for most of the day.
We've decided as a consolation for the fact that we are going to be sitting on this train for so long that we simply have no choice but to do a snack zone marathon.
We're going to get into the snack zone now.
Yeah, it's just it's a big long snack
But I don't think we're going to be leaving the
No.
snack zone for quite a while.
We're about to enter the snack zone. It happens now. We're gonna start today with this. They are garlic prawn Doritos.
And do you mind, Ben, if I just take a moment here to say, and I want to talk directly to the audience here, sometimes we get comments of people being like, I can't believe they're eating on the train. It's very rude to eat on the train. I want you to know that everyone is eating on this train. They sell food on the train.
It's extremely
A
chill for us to
person
be eating
comes
these.
through and they sell you the food.
And to that end, let's eat these.
I'm sort of weirded out that they are such a normal color.
Yeah, they really look like a Dorito.
They're really good, actually.
I like that way more than I thought I would.
I guess they're in Taipei now.
I mean, look, it is possible that today they just fail like
That would be
3
great.
challenges
That would be
and
awesome.
waste all their time.
That would be really, really cool.
And also, every time they complete a challenge, a new one will drop.
Yeah.
And it's another shot at us having something in our
true.
territory.
One thing we really need to hope for is that challenges drop in places that are good for us.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
I'm not done. Now I'm done.
You've told the camera all your reasons and who goes with who?
Yes, let's set up a quick shot. Okay.
So you have 4 photos that represents one of each of us.
Yes, I think that was actually pretty easy. Like I pretty quickly saw some stuff that I think is pretty clear.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
All right, you ready for the first one?
Yeah. Okay, we've got a little black bear. He's holding a sign, a little purple collared shirt, super cute. My instinct is to go with Ben, but we're gonna go through the photos and we'll come back to it.
Okay, I feel like Ben definitely gives bear vibes. But not like the grinder profile way, you know?
Oh, rocket, spaceship, astronauts. So this is either someone who really is into space or someone who's into transportation, maybe? Rocket, space rocket. Is Wendover? Are you into space a lot?
I might get this for myself. Because like this implies like educational YouTube, you know?
A big orange ball covered in greenery. Oh, it's a globe. It's a globe. It's the world. I'm leaning towards Sam, who knows a lot about the world, who travels a lot, Wendover, but it also could be Adam.
Okay, Michael lives in Hong Kong. If I were to photograph this from here, surely he'd understand that I mean him.
Okay, this final photo is of this guy behind us, holding flowers, wearing a hat with a smile on his face. I'm gonna say this happy little guy looks like me.
I might just use the guy right in front of Mike. Can't say in front of him, but that little guy there at the planters, he gives Adam vibes.
I'm gonna go with my gut and lock in the vote. The little bear is Ben. Adam is the space stuff, but I don't know why Adam is the space stuff. The globe is Sam. I mean, it's even orange, which is like the Wendover colors. And this little guy behind us is me. Am I correct?
No,
Not correct.
this is Adam.
That's what I thought when we first got here, but you literally put me in the photo.
You were in the background. So I think you just really wanted to be the guy. Okay, I gotta go and do it again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Okay, I need to find other guys.
Oh, damn. Look up there. All right. We're still on the train, still in the snack zone.
Feels awesome.
They're at that, I think it's a 60-chip challenge.
Yep.
They've been there for a while.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful that means they are struggling.
Look, they've already burned the first 90 minutes of their day
Yeah.
without having accomplished anything.
We just have to hope that they lose as much of the day as possible, frankly. Like, because once we get to Calcium, we're back in the game.
Yep.
You know?
Come on, he doesn't get it this time. Then I gotta go back out with even fewer options. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here's guy number one.
Oh, we have a little British bear, Buckingham Palace guard
Yeah.
bear. My gut instinct is another bear, and I think I got it right with Ben last time.
I'm gonna get this bear because Ben seems really nice on the surface, but then every once in a while he does threaten to kill me.
Up, I'll kill you.
We're in a kind of Romeo and Juliet situation in that I want to poison Sam.
Brian, are you ready to kill Sam once and for all?
Gondola, I'm gonna say this one falls under the transportation category. My gut, but you live, I know where you live, and the gondola is also nearby where you live.
Okay, Octagon Pavilion. Okay. These are cool. Ooh, there's a gondola. I feel like a gondola could indicate me because he knows I love to ski.
But my gut instinct was this is maybe me with the transportation element. No, I think the guy riding the little train is the transportation.
Mike is definitely this guy riding the train, right? Yeah.
And Adam wore a ghillie suit in one season, and this bush looks like an Adam in a ghillie suit. So, let me recap. Ben Bear, Sam Gondola, Mike Train, Bush, Adam. Am I correct?
Rather incredibly, yes.
What do you mean incredibly?
Because your logic was wrong, but your answer was right. It was Ben in the ghillie suit.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Ben. I got Adam in the ghillie suit, not you. I misremembered the season, I suppose.
Your process of elimination got it, but star for me, Adam's won the most seasons.
Yeah.
So he's like the star. He's
Oh, that's
he's
great.
Gold star.
Okay, I'm very happy with that.
Yeah. We have 162 chips. Look,
Sam, should we go collect some stations?
I think we should collect some station because here's the thing now. For the first time in a while, in terms of total chips earned,
Yeah.
we're basically even. And we have a better map.
And they're headed south.
And they're headed south. So I think they're kind of ceding the north to us.
Yeah. Which then leaves us to obviously continue down the west coast to try and head them off as far south as we can. Or
I think so, and make some claims on the way.
yeah.
Let's get back to Taipei Central. I'll do some research on the way to try to figure out what a good route could be.
They did the challenge. Well, okay. What's the next challenge going to be? Because that could affect what we want to do.
Okay, I need to generate the next challenge. Variable reward. It's really not far from them.
Come on.
Where is that? Where is that?
Oh, it's above us. Oh,
Should we go back up?
I mean, oh, god damn. We should have gotten off the train just a minute ago. Oh my gosh, dude, if this had happened like 3 minutes ago, we could have just gotten right off the train. Okay, wait. If we got off right here and we just pop it right back up.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
No, it's not efficient. There's not a good path. There's not a train up until 10. So that wouldn't make any sense. Oh, we just missed it, dude. Okay, let's just keep looking at this, okay?
We have 162 chips.
Okay. There are 10 hours of gameplay tomorrow and about 8 hours of gameplay left today. How many stations can we steal in 18 hours of riding trains?
Yeah, it's a little bit tough, the research here, so it'll take me a little bit.
Yeah.
Are we going to the station? Yeah, okay.
Back to Taipei, to the main station.
Okay, Ben. Do we turn around and do it? Or do we stop in Guangfu and do that and then turn around and do it? Let's try to lay out the options, okay? Option 1, we stop in Guangfu, do that challenge, backtrack, do that challenge, and then go to Taipei. I would argue that that is a mistake because it means that best case scenario, we end our day broke in Taipei and we start the final day broke. And that assumes that they don't steal all of our chips while we're on our way to Taipei, and I think they definitely would. Option 2, we hit both of these things and then we go down to Calcium. Now, I would argue that that
It's just too slow.
is also a mistake because we wouldn't get to Calcium by the end of the day. They would also probably steal our chips while we're on our way going through this area, not even able to shed because it's already fortified. And we start the day probably with our chips stolen and not in Calcium.
Yeah.
Option 3, we get off right now in Guangfu, do this challenge, and then go down to Calcium.
I think if we stopped here, we would most likely, even if we get it, then end up in Calcium an hour later with
Probably the same number of chips that we started with. It just feels crazy to be at this low of a balance and to pass by challenges. We're pulling into Guangfu.
I think we gotta just keep going.
I think you're right. I think we keep
We
going.
just want to get to Calcium as fast as possible.
Oh, Ben. We need them to mess up somehow, Ben. We need them to fail a challenge or something here. We need a break.
Okay, we're back at Taipei. I've been doing some research, trying to figure out what is our most efficient route to just flip stations. So I think what we want to do probably is take this train down to Hinshu.
Yep.
Because that will claim the sections that we missed previously, and it'll put us at a transfer point to claim this completely unclaimed line. Perfect. Okay, so should we get some seat reservations on the train to Hinshu?
Yeah.
Can we get a seat reservation on this? Thank you.
Thank you.
get on this train and I think we can decide where we get off and what we do in a minute.
Yeah.
So it looks like they've continued south, which is unintentionally kind of cool because they were really close, but I guess they figured that it was not worth stopping. Oh, wait a minute. They've passed the other challenge,
They're not stopping at challenges. They're just going all the way back down the mountain.
I think. So maybe they're just like completely, okay, let's completely cut our losses. That's exactly what we wanted.
Yeah. As you said, they're not going to get to the southwest until the afternoon.
1 p.m.
Great. We could get there then.
We theoretically could if we got on the high speed train.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're planning.
I'm so scared that they're gonna go right down to Kaohsiung, scoop the challenges, and start fortifying it to trap us in there.
We'll see. We'll see what they do.
Oh my God.
Can we go southwest and block them down there? Do we have more points?
We definitely have more points. I don't think we can block them from getting the calcium. Especially
No, not Kaohsiung, but like from Kaohsiung north.
Oh, well, that's tricky because there's just a lot of lines down there.
A lot of options.
And when they're completely blocked, they would just go negative. I think we really got to just focus on accumulating station count now because especially they put a lot of 5s down there.
Yeah. Right, they built their own wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we got to focus on like fortifying these.
Interesting.
Definitely interesting. Okay, so we have this section of rail that we got off and didn't go down it. They've only claimed this section once. The question is, do we want to just flip that with 2s?
Yes. I don't think they're going to get that far north again in the game.
Well, keep in mind that they can use the high speed to jump. So like, even if we like build a wall, we cannot.
They'll bypass it.
Yeah, because we can't build a very big wall in the west. So minimum deposits to Inshu, and then we make other decisions past that.
Yeah, basically. We can't make too many decisions too far ahead because the game keeps changing.
Yeah.
Well, Ben, they're stealing our stuff.
Yes, they're on the move again now to Taipei. Surely they're headed towards something.
I mean, my guess would be multiplier.
Yeah. Adam, would it make you feel better now that we are still in the snack zone?
It would make me feel so much better. What's in the snack zone right now?
I'm not sure if you can see out the window. It seems like we are about to enter the snack zone.
That's illegal.
Today we are going to be trying dried waxberries. Why are they pork cheese?
I got myself a steamed barbecue pork butt.
Doesn't it make much more sense for a train-based snack burger show to be called choo-choo-choo?
Right, we are on new graphic. Choo-choo-choo.
You're switching shows halfway through. You can't switch shows halfway through the segment. Fine, if no choo-choo-choo, then I have delicious. It's like a sausage and bread with cheese. How many chews on chew?
2 chews out of chew.
That's pretty good.
Thanks for watching. Eating Express. Psych, you're on my show.
Stopped at this stop for longer than
longer than we should.
We should be.
And we have a really tight margin to make our...
Yeah, only like 6 minutes, right?
Yep. Our train from Taitung leaves in 20 minutes. Just pointing that out. So if we are not in Taitung in 20 minutes, we're in huge trouble. If we get delayed, not because we did a challenge, if we still get to Kaohsiung an hour late,
That would burn.
Welcome back to Hinshu.
Sinchu.
Sinchu.
We're gonna connect
Western line.
and go to Kaohsiung. Well, not all the way, but in that direction.
Look, 5:30 p.m. tomorrow is starting to loom more and more in my consciousness because we're starting to run out of time.
We are entering the final stage of the game.
I kind of feel like we're playing a bit of like musical chairs because like we know stations are going to go back and forth, right? But it's all about where it lands at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. And so much more so than in prior days, we really have to start thinking about time. Time matters so much right now, and what we do with our time is crucial. Cut to Ben and Adam right now.
Ben, are we seriously gonna lose another hour? This cannot happen to us.
I think it can and is.
Oh, it's making a different noise.
okay, we're moving. I think we're screwed, but we are moving.
We might have lost like sort of just enough time. That
I think that we have to hope that the train goes extra fast because it's behind, which trains do sometimes, try to catch up to their schedules.
yeah.
下车时，请注意月台与车厢间的缝隙。Please mind that.
Like, it's not going so fast.
We're going sort of some of the slowest we've ever seen.
Train.
Our next train.
Okay. I think we're going to be on this for like 2 hours.
Speaking of being on a train for 2 hours, it
Yeah.
seems like Ben and Adam, have they fallen behind schedule?
They've definitely fallen behind schedule.
They're gonna miss their connection.
Yeah, if they miss that, it would waste them more than an hour. I mean, how juicy would that be if they've wasted until 3 p.m. today
Oh my gosh.
before they even get close to their first challenge. That being said, to be honest, like even with everything that's gone right, we're not really ahead.
No, but we want to hold the plan.
Yeah, but we're just not behind.
Right.
On this line, best I can tell, only has local trains on it.
No express trains.
No express trains. So I kind of don't want to ever have to come back down this line.
Right.
What do you think? 5s?
Yeah.
All the way?
Maximum down this line. Bolster it.
Holster it.
Protect it. We don't want to come back. We don't want them
Yeah.
coming this way. We can get more chips later.
With a budget advantage right now, we kind of got to play with that.
I agree.
All right, here we go. Dropping 5s.
In 5s.
Ben, it's 11:09. Our connection left at 11:08. So unless it has been held back, it would seem that we missed it.
It's so bad.
It's crazy how bad it is, dude.
Crazy how bad it is.
To be in this position, for us to give up everything just to get to Kaohsiung as fast as possible,
And then there was like, nope.
and then to miss it anyway.
수리만은 두고 하겠다는 아루시. 마마 폰 씁니다.
Oh, Benjamin.
We've made it to Taitung. We did sort of extremely miss our train. We missed it more than anyone's ever missed a train.
We have to wait here for over an hour. I mean, we can take a look at the departure board, see if there's any chance that there's anything else, but We had such an efficient connection. We had a 6-minute connection. We missed it. We missed it, man. Okay. So the next train headed south is the one at 12:35. Let's just go ahead and get a reservation on it.
Yeah. What if this one's sold out?
If this one's sold out, I'm gonna crash out, man.
You're not already crashing it.
I'm gonna crash out even more.
Okay, great.
Okay, well, they've been in Taitung long enough that I think they definitely missed their connection.
Okay. That is good news.
They won't get any stations, at least not many stations today.
Yeah, okay.
So my one worry right now is that we don't have that good of a way to earn more right now.
Right.
And we're spending a lot. I still think it's right for us to spend a lot, but I think we gotta hope that the flop puts some stuff down in a good position for us.
I think our goal has to be accumulating stations, potentially flipping stations.
Yes.
We have to make the most efficient use of time to get stations.
But in order to flip stations, we gotta have chips.
Yes.
There's so many things we need to do at once. This game is complicated.
It's exactly what makes it so fun.
It's a lot more fun if we win though.
So much more fun.
Their junction. I'm hoping that they're taking the low speed down.
Thank you.
Okay, this is good. I think they're taking the low speed down, which I think should slow them down enough that they can't box us out. We have to get there. Sorry, did you get both of our tickets? Did you hand me a ticket? I wasn't even paying attention. I blacked out.
I've got our tickets. We are going to be on a train that goes to Kaohsiung.
Well, Ben, you never left.
I will say, of all the places to get stuck, the snack zone is one of my favorite.
Folks, today on the snack zone, we will be trying Gua Bao,
Yes.
also known as a Taiwanese hamburger.
Oh, wow. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. It's got this, I guess it's like a bao bun.
Sort of a bao bun with
like pork belly.
Pork belly. Looks kind of like potato chips. Now, folks, that's a good old-fashioned hamburger.
That's just a classic hamburger.
All right, let's check on them.
They still growing?
Still growing wind.
Nice.
Well, I can say Taiwan. I'm a big fan. A big fan.
So, Ben, it does look like they are headed down the last major unclaimed line.
I'm gonna throw them down 5s.
They're throwing down 5s. Okay. I feel a lot more relaxed now that I know that they are not gunning to Kaohsiung. I'd say things are still not great for us, but we are still in the game.
But if we can get to Kaohsiung and then we can get to one of those steals, we could even things out right then and there.
I know. I mean, they are shedding chips right now.
They're shedding chips on a line that
They're shedding chips on a line
that... It's not even that convenient.
And that line, I would argue it doesn't make that much sense to fortify it because it doesn't block us. We can get through that way on the high speed or on their less fortified line there.
And it's not like they don't have infinite chips.
And the thing they're headed towards is a multiplier, so it's going to be ineffective. I would argue that what they are doing right now is a pretty big mistake.
We'll see if it's enough of a mistake to get us back in the game.
Things are getting spicy. Things are getting spicy. The next episode, which is out right now on Nebula, it's gonna be an interesting one. We're getting to the point where I remember
chickens are kind of coming home to roost.
Yeah, and I remember it being like in my mind, it's like, oh, this game will end.
Yeah.
And now I
Yeah.
don't have unlimited time.
Yeah.
And therefore my strategy really has to shift. And yeah, so I started to be like, to be honest, a little more anxious.
Yeah, I would say that this game, sort of once you start to get towards the end, everything that all of the incentives change.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so I think it's really interesting, these last couple episodes, which of course, once again, you can watch right now on Nebula, the next one. Right now, you don't need to go into the void of sadness and darkness.
No? Why
Keep
would
watching. Keep it
Yeah,
rolling.
just keep it rolling. Just keep it rolling.
And if you want to keep it rolling,
not even just our show on Nebula.
No,
Okay.
of course not. There are
Okay.
many more shows. We have made other documentaries on Nebula.
But what
We
if
have
I
made other game
refuse
shows on
to
Nebula.
listen to anyone but Ben Doyle?
Well, the good news, there is another program that
Oh.
features myself and also Adam and also some fabulous comedians.
I'm there too, but behind the scenes.
You can see you in the audience
I'm
sometimes.
executive.
You can sometimes see him in the
I'm
audience.
doing management. I'm
And
doing
that show, of course,
oversight.
is called Abolish Everything.
Yeah.
And this is a comedy debate show that we film right here in New York City. And we just made a second season of it, which, again, features some of us. And it's really, really fun. People have been really loving it. The second season is so good. And Adam was just very, very funny.
I did mine sort of more regular style.
Adam was Adam.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
Adam style.
And
You know what you could do that would be Adam style? Signing up for Nebula at nebula.tv/jetlag.
Adam does this all
That's
the
how
time.
I do it.
Yeah.
I go to nebula.tv/jetlag and sign up for a subscription, I'd say every other day. At this point, having the several hundred Nebula subscriptions that I've gotten from doing that every other day has become a bit of a burden. But I will note that just having one subscription, well, that's quite reasonably priced. It's
Right.
actually only $30 a year. You get 50% off of an annual subscription when you sign up with our code JETLAG. That brings it down to only $30 a year. So why not just go to our link? Why not just go to our link, right? I'm gonna ask it one more time. It's just a rhetorical question. Why not just go to our link? It's nebula.tv/jetlag.
Oh my God.
And it's here.
This explains how you keep winning.
Right.
Because hundreds of subscriptions, you're able to get the episode hundreds of weeks early. So you're
Right.
you're able to know what
Every
happens.
subscription.
You're able to know what happens, and if
This is a great bit. Every time you get a new Nebula subscription, you get the episode an extra week early. So if you get 10 subscriptions, you can see into the future, into seasons that we haven't filmed
Please
yet.
tell us
Are we
what
legally
game
allowed to
designs
say
we know
that?
in the future.
can we put a big
legally
can we
allowed
put
to
a
say
big
that?
legal disclaimer up right now?
You know what we don't need a disclaimer for? The fact that you get 50% off at nebula.tv/jetlag, because that's just true.
Yeah.
That's just true. All right, I think we got this one. I think we nailed it.
Okay.
Bye.
Nailed it.